Let's return to our interview about the fast-track approval given to Canadian-run Oceania Gold. The president and CEO of the company, Gerard Bond, joins me now. First up, Gerard, thank you very much for being with us. And so what is the Waihī North extension and what's involved in this project? Can you just give us a little bit of background?
Sure. So we operate the Waihi mine presently, and 10 kilometres north of it is a fabulous ore body called Wharekirauponga Underground. And what the Waihī North project allows us to do is to tunnel underground to access it. It also allows us to do the surface works near that tunnel. It allows us to prepare a tailings storage facility site and do other water treatment and other upgrades at the existing mine to allow this 1.2 million ounces of gold to be brought into the feedstock for the Waihi operation. Okay, so this would be pretty significant in terms of economic benefits, right? Oh, very much so. I mean, it's we're investing over $1 billion into New Zealand to develop this project. Then we run it for at least a decade and hopefully many decades because we think the ore body will grow in size with exploration. That keeps 478 employees today employed. That keeps 100 contractors that we have today at Waihi employed. We add a further 100 to 200 jobs in the construction period, and all of these jobs, so that's nudging 700 jobs, all of these jobs are high-paying and very productive. That generates export earnings for New Zealand of, at today's prices, on that 1.2 million ounces of reserve only, of over $8 billion. So yeah, a tremendous economic boost to New Zealand and the local community. Yeah, is there any guarantee of that? I mean, I think some of the forecasts said that the project was expected to generate about $5.2 billion in additional silver and gold exports over its 18-year life. Is there any guarantee that you'll actually pull out that much gold and silver, or is that just speculation? Well, no, there's somewhere in between. There are no guarantees in mining. Okay, so but we have an existing operation that we've been operating for decades, and this is a new ore source. We have done enough drilling to give us the confidence to invest that $1 billion, so we take that risk. It's 5 years until that ore comes to the mill, so we take that risk, but we know it's there. We know it's a fabulous ore body. We're an experienced miner. We've been operating in New Zealand for 35 years. We do so safely and responsibly. So we're highly confident that this project will deliver that ore to that mill. Environmental groups have called this decision a crime against the environment and our communities, quote. What's your response? Well, look, I mean, we have a large number of environmental scientists and ecologists who have spent almost a decade studying the environment and making sure that our operation here is not going to harm the environment. I'm highly confident that, and we state that we are going to have a net positive biodiversity impact in that area. So we know our activity isn't going to impact flora and fauna at surface, and we're investing money to address what is the biggest challenge to that environment, which is predators. We're going to have a predator control program of 18,000 hectares, the largest in New Zealand, to give that net positive biodiversity impact. As part of the problem, Gerard, that in New Zealand, Kiwis have long been pretty sceptical of mining. I mean, it's a very different equation, for example, of what you've got in Australia. Do you think people's views of mining in New Zealand are changing at all? Well, I think they are, and some of the surveys done by media in the last 12 to 18 months have confirmed that. But here's an important point. We're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to access this ore body from underground. There is no surface impact here. Okay, in an area in this forest park of 77,000 hectares, we have the only thing that's seen at surface are 2 vent ducts to provide oxygen to those miners working underground. That's an impact on land of around the size of 2 tennis courts. 2 tennis courts of land clearing in an area of 77,000 hectares. That's a low environmental impact, and we're investing the money to do this responsibly by the environment.
Okay, Gerard Bond, best of luck with the project. That is Gerard Bond, the President and CEO of Oceania Gold Mining Company.